Hello Year 5, it is Miss Gerard here with your spelling, punctuation and grammar warm-up, and today we are going to be looking at parenthesis, and we have done this already at school, so you've already had some pre-teaching with it, so hopefully this is just going to re-jog your memory and we'll have some fun. So, can you remind me what parenthesis is? Can you say that word, parenthesis? It's a bit of a tricky one. Okay, say it in a loud voice. Parenthesis. Quiet voice. Parenthesis. And in a slow motion voice. Parenthesis. Okay, so it is a long word, so try to get our tongue around it. So what is it? Parenthesis is the addition of extra information or an afterthought in our writing. So if we took out the parenthesis, the sentence would still make sense. It's adding extra information. It can be a word, a phrase, or clause marked with brackets, dashes, or commas. When a parenthesis is removed, like I just said, the sentence still makes grammatical sense. So, let's look at this example. Read that out for me. So, I moved to Sheffield in 2011 when I was 6 years old. And a good way to help you remember that that the parenthesis can be removed is almost say it in a different voice. So, listen to me again. I moved to Sheffield in 2011 when I was 6 years old. So by me saying it in a bit of a whispery voice, it shows that it's just giving extra information. And without it, the sentence still makes sense. I moved to Sheffield in 2011. Okay, so there are 3 possible ways to punctuate parenthesis. Can you remember the 3? It was on the other slide. Have a think, can you remember? So we have commas, brackets, and dashes. Okay, so those are the 3 ways we can punctuate our parenthesis. Okay, so in a moment, a few sentences are going to come up on the screen, and I want you to be detectives. Can you spot the parenthesis in those sentences? Remember, what are your clues? What punctuation do we see when we are looking out for parenthesis? Can you remember the 3 different types of punctuation? Commas, brackets, and dashes. Off you go. So, can you read that sentence out for me? The narcissus daffodil is a spring plant with yellow petals. Where's the parenthesis in that sentence? The narcissus daffodil is a spring plant with yellow petals. Let's try this one. My brother, the one who lives in Australia, is coming over for Christmas. And the third one. Ramchester won the league today for the 5th season running. Have a look at those sentences. Where are the parentheses? So the first one, I've highlighted it in red there for you to see. Those are our commas. So the narcissus daffodil is a spring plant with yellow petals. If we removed the word daffodil, that sentence would still make sense. Let's have a look and see if it does. The narcissus is a spring plant with yellow petals. It does. Let's look at the next one. They are the dashes. So let's see if that sentence makes sense without that parenthesis. My brother is coming over for Christmas. It does make sense on its own. And let's have a look at the last one. You should be experts by now. It's the brackets. Ramchester won the league today. That makes sense completely on its own. The information in the brackets is just giving us some extra information. Remember to only put brackets, dashes or commas around the parenthesis itself. So if you were to put it over extra words or clauses, it wouldn't work. Remember, you can remove it and that sentence that still makes sense. Okay. Adding parenthesis. So, what I'd like you to do today for your activity is to get a pencil or a pen and your journals or a piece of paper, and I would like you to write sentences about these pictures where you add a parenthesis. And I would like it if you could take a picture, or if you want to challenge yourselves, try and write it on Teams and send it to me. That would be a brilliant way to see if you're using Teams. Again, don't worry if you don't want to do that. You can always take a picture and send it to me on Purple Mesh. So we have Superman, the Hulk and Spider-Man. So I'd like you to write a sentence using parenthesis with those characters, and a second sentence with Superwoman. Okay, so I'm going to show you some examples to get you going. So my one is, ready for action. Superman, wearing his trademark red cape, called his friends to join him in the fight against evil. Okay, so what punctuation have I used there for my parenthesis? I've used the brackets, and that will still make sense if I remove it. Let's see. Ready for action, Superman called his friends to join him in the fight against evil. Still makes sense. Okay, and let's look at the one I did for Superwoman. Supergirl, well known for her super strength and super speed, had beaten Superman to the action. Okay, so I've used what type of parenthesis punctuation there? I've used dashes. So you're going to pause the video, have a go, or the end of the video, have a go on your own, and please let me see your sentences at some point today. Have a lovely rest of your day. Take care. Bye for now.